Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Richard Rosinski Racing Channel. I'm Ricky's dad, Rick, and sitting here in the studio next to me is
Ricky the driver.
Ricky the driver. This year we had the opportunity to go to Kartweek for the second straight year.
Yep.
I always love Daytona. It's like right after Christmas. The weather was gorgeous this year. We got to camp
Yeah.
out right at Lake Lloyd, so we got to hang out inside the track. And
Yep.
here we are in qualifying for Kart Week. On practice day, you had some good pace. It's kind of a
Yeah.
different schedule here in Kart Week because you have three practice heats and then quali on Friday.
Yeah, that was definitely different. I'm not used to it with CK&A and like how Trackhouse is, but it's kind of interesting too.
Yeah, because you're used to having just a straight practice day and then
Yeah.
warm up and quali
Yep.
Saturday morning. Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. So here we are. You had good pace on qualifying day. Here's our qualifying heat. We have you with the lap here.
Come on to the front straight. I was way too far on the left going into turn one. As you can see there, I should have been mid track at the farthest.
Definitely. So, and I think you qualified 35 of 39 or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely weren't happy with it. But that really didn't matter because what happened to you once you crossed the scales?
I felt tech. I felt weight.
Yeah, we missed weight. The scales were kind of up and down. Person running the scales was great. They let you try
Yeah.
several times. They just didn't. It just ended up working out. So
Yeah.
anyway, we end up starting second or third from the back. Fortunately, we don't have any video of he won, but he won was in the wet.
Yep.
How was he won?
T1 was actually, it was really fun for me. I love driving in the way. In my opinion, it's really fun too. Always just passing people like left and right. I was up 15.
Yeah, you were flying, and you how'd it end up for you?
I ended up spinning out.
Yeah, well, yeah, it'll help, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, right before the back. You had what, two or three more turns to go, and you would have been high teens, 20th or
Yeah, I
so.
think.
Our second heat was in the dry a little bit later on that day.
Yep.
I'll tell you, man, you were flying in that heat too.
Yeah.
I believe you were up. I think I counted like 15 spots in the
Yeah.
first 5, 6 laps of the race. I mean, you were moving, and then
I
once
just had
again,
to get
same area, you just got tapped and shoved in the grass, and then
Yeah.
that ended that heat there for you here. Here we are starting the final heat of the day. Start on the outside. Are you happy with that jump you got?
That was a horrible jump. It kind of ended up helping me in the end. And you can see number 77 just went flying over my nose panel there. I'm trying to lock it to get it back in place.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of drivers checked up and he has had nowhere to go. I mean, thank
Yeah.
gosh, he went up your sail panel there. He was okay, by the way. He kept going behind you.
Yep, he did. It was. I'm actually kind of happy that I hung back in the start because I didn't get caught up with that other guy. He got kind of pinched out also, went into the grass. Otherwise, yeah, it was a pretty good start. He's here, he's trying to work with me. I'm like, not
Yeah,
today. Say go, not today.
not today. Yeah,
And I just blew right past him, and I'm already catching the pack in front of me. And it's a 4-car pack. And as you can see, I'm in the middle, and I just suck up on him like that. So that's really the importance of the line. They're fighting. They lost a bunch of time. I'm just trying to sneak in there as much as I can. Go around the outside.
yeah. Now that's a move. Going on the outside on carts. That's that's definitely interesting. But
Yep.
like you guys are still fighting here.
Yeah. I gave him enough room in that one. I kind of fall back a little bit because I didn't really get the exit that I wanted. But as you can see, I just suck right up on him. Staying with him pretty good here. As I tap the brakes into the last corner, I kind of lose a little bit of speed, but overall is pretty good. As you can see, like positioning on the track really does matter.
Cart just selling down in front of you. That little bump there lost some momentum. Let the little 19 get past you here. But
Yep.
so going through. So is this the ski jump area that you talked about?
Yes,
That
it is.
straightaway.
Yep.
All right. So here you follow the 19 through, and looks like you got a little.
Yeah, I tapped him just in the wrong way.
That's what got the front ender on you, huh?
Yeah, but I got my elbows out and start racing.
Exactly. The 104 got a bad exit, so
Yeah.
we're gonna get them on the straightaway here.
That line is really important. Yeah, to be mid track. I like for people who are gonna run Daytona, I cannot stress that enough to be in the middle of the track. You will lose a lot of speed if you go out that far.
Yeah, and it opens up the door. We learned in summer practice. You go
Yeah.
all the way to the white line on the left to here in turn one. It'll all the other cars will dive bomb me. Yeah. So
Yep.
so you want your right tires on like the center line of the track, right?
Yep. Yes, you do.
Yep. Looks like you have like another good run on him here.
Yep.
Coming through.
I
So you're gonna pop into the inside, down to the
Yep.
line. I like making that move. Do you practice driving offline much?
Not really. The only really like practice that you'll get is racecraft release during a race. Obviously, where I am here, I'm just trying to make something work. I'm just trying to put something together. See there, I saw that. Oh, I just killed myself there by tapping them.
Yeah, a little bit of a closure rate does a little too quick.
Yep. Now we're on to the pre-final.
All right, so we move here to the pre-final, starting on the outside, looks like, and in the wet. Your favorite.
Yeah, I love Daytona in the wet. They repaved the track, so there's like, so it's essentially just a dry line now. It's a little different. I dive to the inside, I get a massive run on everybody.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah, I think you picked up 2 spots before you got in the turn. Then, and unfortunately, that's what happens when you're in the back. The BLR driver got stuck. It looks like you didn't lose too much there.
Yeah, I didn't. Pulling on the 104. Rain racing is really like my technique. I'm really good in it. For the rain, tips are don't push as hard as you should. Push between like 75 to 85%.
Well, I saw it. I think I counted 4 to 6 cars off the left side of the track there from the mobile corners are going through. For the Kartweek, we're running Vega tires. How do you like the Vega wets?
Vega wets are really nice in the rain, and they do surprisingly well whenever the track starts to dry up.
Yeah, definitely. There it goes back to your inside line, and yeah, just a little bit of contact, and you kill all that momentum. And look, these 2 cars are right on you again. I think we see the driver in the orange helmet here, the 122, quite a bit for this video and the next one.
Running with him pretty good. Also console on his bumper. As you can see, he dived to the inside, didn't make it work, so I had to back out.
But then a 587 got around you when you lost that momentum.
Definitely don't smack into people. Yeah, that was me who got a black flag. My bumper was probably hanging out.
That's right. This is one where the infamous bumper bolt came loose on us. Alright, so here we are, finally made to the finals in Kartweek, and you're starting on the inside this time, so let's see how this goes. And by the way, I got the right button on the 360 camera, that's why you get to see the rear view mirror. We get a good start into 1. Here everyone's still jockeying for some position.
Yep. I just let that car public. I didn't let him by me. He's still alongside me, but something that I've done a while. I just rub the outside sometimes. You might as well. You won't really lose any speed. They're just gonna get around you anyways. Make it harder for them. I ended up chasing them down for a while. As you can see, I have 2 people off already. That's by them just blowing the exit, just overcooking the tires earlier.
And there's a lot. This is a big pack.
Dive to the inside. Dive to the inside again.
This is where like your dad and like all your fans in the stands are kind of going, as your kids are going too wide into a corner, like flat out. But it's awesome watching you guys drive.
Yeah.
So here we go.
Dump a tire. Thought there was some guy on the outside. That's why I run a little bit wider there. On the inside, my bad. If you look, all of them are fighting, which is kind of nice for me. He pushed them to the inside of the track. That's a pretty good move. I'm just up on the 122 again, just like in the pre-final. I just bump a little bit.
Like quite a bit, just a bone draft in here into a kicks racing, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, look at that. You're on his tail all the way down here.
Make a move.
And he drove you right off the track.
I lost a couple positions there.
Yeah, just lost some momentum there, but that's okay.
Yep.
We definitely had pace back here.
Yeah, we definitely had pace compared to everybody else in front of us. Most of the people.
There you go. Just kind of move forward a little bit here in time to catch up on some action. We see, we still got the 122 and the 135 in front of us here, and it looks like a Maranello cart behind us.
Yeah.
Heck, man, you guys are still nose to freaking tail racing. This is nuts.
Yeah.
There you go. Got a good run off the turn. Taking a look on the inside.
Didn't quite make it work. Get a bit better of an exit.
But here we are on their tails to a start finish. You're gonna just follow the 135 through.
There's a little bit of contact. There, as racing is, I think that's 133. There you go, 133.
133, yeah. Sorry about that. So yeah, that's some of the easiest passes. The guy in front of you goes for. You just follow him right through the hole, right?
Yep, I think that's Matthew. That might be Matthew Landers. That might be on the inside of me. I am not exactly sure. They got a lucky run on me coming out of the sweeper, and they both get by me. As you look, there's more fighting. I'm gonna follow him to the inside. Maybe not. Can't make it work.
Well, you can see the importance of getting a good, clean exit. Going on the straight, you just didn't have anywhere to go.
Yeah, which is kind of the sad part of it. Yeah, they're fighting in front of me. 104 looks kind of got a bagged exit coming out of the turn 1, and I just sweep in, steal both of them. Hopefully, here in a little bit. 133 card out of the way. I'm just gonna take a better line. He went a hair defensive there.
So here we go. That's the infamous turn he just went through that where he got spun yesterday in the heat races.
Yep.
So looks like we got a good exit here going down the. I don't want to say the back. It's more like a side stretch here in Daytona.
Yeah, it is. It's like there's a turn onto the front straight. That's the only there's only really 2 long straights. I go a bit wide.
Trying to open up the turn a little bit.
Yep.
And then we're mowing the lawn.
Yep. Classic rookie thing to do. Just let somebody by me.
Unfortunately, once you get away from the pack,
You just lose them.
you just lose a few tenths a lap and they just drive away from you. So that was a checkered. Another great time at Kartweek. We were there. Suzanne came down with us and took care of us, make sure we're fed.
Yep.
And had everything we needed. We were down there with the McCurdy's.
Yep. Roman, Ryan,
And Betta.
and Betta.
McCurdy. Yeah, exactly. And,
Sylvia.
yeah, definitely. Sylvia was there. It was a great time at Kartweek. Definitely do it again. We pulled out, had a day off, and we're at the CKNA Winter National. So that'll be up next. Ricky, anybody you would like to thank?
I'd like to thank my dad, everybody in the pits, all the McCurdy's, WKA for allowing us to run at Daytona International Speedway for allowing us to run at their facility, MGM, Paul and April from MGM, Power Stewart for my engine, all the marshals there, and also the other drivers having a relatively clean race.
Yeah, you guys had a great time. So
Yeah.
thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon from Jacksonville.